Breakups are arguably one of the worst parts of life for a physical human. We associate them with incredible pain and loss. Of course we do, because they threaten our sense of connection, which is, only the number one need we have in life. The thing is that a lot of why we associate so much pain with breakups is because of the way that we've been trained that breakups should go or do go. But a lot of this expectation we hold of breakups is actually based off of watching highly unconscious people split up and then destroy each other's lives specifically to avoid their own shame. There is another way. There's a way that we can transform or transition a relationship that feels bad into a relationship with that same person that feels good. The majority of this video is going to be about how to go about doing this, but before I do that, I'm going to tell you something. I have had so many breakups. Breakups with romantic partners, breakups with employees, breakups with colleagues, breakups with friends, all kinds of things. Now, some of these breakups have gone exactly as you would expect a traditional relationship to go. Horribly. Others have gone wonderfully. I have a lot of people who no longer work for me that I'm super close to still. My former fiancé has now lived with me in the same intentional community for 16 years. And through many ups and downs, we're closer now than we've ever been. My former husband and the father of my son is also still an intentional community member of mine. We spend time together every single week and are strong advocates for each other's well-being as well as our sons. And believe it or not, the two of them are super close to each other as well. Here's the thing. Because of all this experience I have, I've worked out the variables. I understand at this point what works and what doesn't, and why. The following points that I'm going to give you, they actually apply to any relationship. Whether that breakup, or whatever you want to call it, is relative to a friend, or a romantic partner, or a business colleague, or whatever it is. However, for the sake of cohesion in this particular episode, I'm going to keep most of my examples and most of my orientation in the direction of romantic relationships. 1. While we're on the topic of how to break up and make somebody a friend, you have to make sure you actually want to be friends. Now, there are a great many relationships and many reasons why we're attracted to certain people, and the reality is we may actually dislike a person immensely and not even want to be friends with them at all. If you don't want to be friends with somebody, this ain't going to work. Genuine friendship is based on love. It is a love where you take the other person as a part of yourself and you're genuinely committed to their well-being and love for who they really are. The thing is, when a lot of people say that they want to transition a relationship into a friendship, they don't actually want a friendship at all. What they want is to buffer themselves against the potential consequences of a breakup. They want to buffer themselves for the sense of their own security. This is completely and totally self-serving.